First of all, why don't you give me an idea of what it's like to be the CEO and living the glamorous life of a CEO in D2 soccer?
Glamorous, huh?
Yeah, with this cubicle and
Yeah.
everyone stuffed in the bullpen here.
Yeah, it's, I guess I'm a lucky guy, really. To be able to wake up every morning and be involved in something that you're so passionate about and wake up and know that you get to promote that every single day of your life. I don't know that a lot of people can say that. I think there's a lot of buzz about this league right now, being the NASL and the connection to the past and being really a true second division. I was watching press conferences last night. San Antonio, that's going to be joining the team next year, or going to be joining the league next year, announced their jersey. They had about 500 people at their press conference. David Downs, the commissioner, was there last night, and you can just see in everybody's eyes just the excitement that's out there, and that's something that I think is going to continue and only grow.
Talk about the current team and what's going on here in Minnesota. What's the biggest challenge we're facing this year? I know there's a multitude of them, but
there is. When I left here in 2009, there was still a perception in the community that a lot of people supported this team. We would have crowds, 3,000-4,000 people on a consistent basis. The issue with that is that most of those people weren't necessarily paying for a ticket. The leaders in the community would come out to games, which we loved, but they always maybe knew somebody that could get them in for free. So really our biggest challenge right now is changing that perception, that there is a value for our tickets. And it's really the thing that I've tasked the community with when I came in January in the press conference is those people that are leaders in the soccer community, they need to be the first people buying tickets. Because if they're not, why is anybody else going to?
In this town, especially recently with the stadium issues and that, everyone has this romanticized view as getting the MLS here. Mm-hmm. But, I think you and I both know that this community couldn't even support an MLS team at this point.
Right.
And, what do we have to do if we want to get to that level at some point?
Well, there's a proven track record of exactly what you have to do. You look at the Portland Timbers that were in our league for so long, and the Seattle Sounders, and the Vancouver Whitecaps. Basically what they had to do is they had to build that fan base. They had to show that the support was there, and then groups like MLS start to pay a little bit more attention.
So our number one goal is to get fans in the stands. Mm-hmm. Number two goal, I'm sure there's a lot of goals, but we're also talking about we have 3 years to find a local owner. Mm-hmm. How do we go about doing that? Can we put out a classified, put it on Craigslist?
Yeah. It's going to take a lot of us going out there and seeing who's available. Like I said, I think what we need to focus on right now is getting this thing firing on all cylinders. And that's from a ticket standpoint. That's from a sponsorship standpoint. That's what we're going to focus on here in the office. It's the NASL that owns this team right now. They're already going down the path of talking to people that may be of interest. But I think most importantly right now, it's us getting this thing firing on all cylinders. So it's attractive to somebody. And the NASL going out there, which they're doing, and make sure they find the right ownership group. It's not going to be just necessarily the first person that comes. They need to find somebody, and they want to find somebody that's interested in ensuring the long-term survival of this organization and soccer in Minnesota.
Give me your assessment of what's going on in the field and how it helps you guys in the front office here.
Well, I think everybody likes a winner. And this team's currently sitting in third place, undefeated at home. I think people want to get behind teams that win. And I've got to give a lot of credit to head coach Manny Lagos. He's put together a heck of a group of guys that believe in him, that believe in this, that are fighting. And we're playing some attractive soccer right now. We've got a forward that scored 2 of the most amazing goals this year I've seen in the last several years in this division. And I think there's only going to be more to come. And, as you're sitting there in that beer garden, which you and I have done for games and drank a beer, and, you're right there next to the field, and just that energy, and the attractive soccer and the close chances and the amazing goals. I don't think you can get that anywhere else right now in this community.
Well, I know that you guys are going to succeed in getting more fans in.
Yes, we are.
So what I'm looking for here is, can you just so I can with my project, give me some of the qualifications that this new owner needs to have, so we can go out and vet the community and see if we can find someone.
Sure.
Is there a price on the team? What type of guidelines does the league have? I'm sure it's with the league growing, it's pretty big.
Yeah, there's a financial backing to it because there's some pretty stringent D2 standards right now, of money that needs to be put down in bonds. So it takes the right person to get involved in that. But I also think there's a big passion play here as well. Somebody that maybe has an end game of seeing this thing go Major League. somebody that wants to ensure that pro soccer is around here for people like Manny Lagos that grew up, and I think he'll even tell you this, for him to watch the kicks, when he was a kid. That's elevated him, I think, through his passion of the sport to get to where he wants to be today and has made him a successful individual. So it's a matter of finding the right ownership group that's got the financial support and really has the passion for this thing to keep it going.
Nice. Will you ask David Downs if we can put out a classified ad?
I will.
I think that's a start. Thanks for your time.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for having me.
I think most importantly for us, if we've got 3,000 or 4,000 consistently paying people in the stands, I think everything's going to fall in place after that. And that is, sponsors are going to start to pay attention. The media is going to start to pay attention because they can't ignore us any longer. So the key to this thing is really getting the people through the stands, and then I think that profitability or that break-even point comes after that with a lot of hard work.
So that's your number one goal. That's what you have to do, is just build